Welcome, everyone, to Castaway the Woods. I'm your game master, an annoying owl who tells you how to play the game, Grant. Before we get started here tonight, let me introduce you once again to our system, our charity, and our donation tiers for this season. We're playing Castaway by Afterthought Committee. This season, our show is sponsored by the fine folks at Plus One XP. Plus One XP is running a special sale for our entire run of Castaway. Head on over to plus1xp.com and use codes WOODS to get 10% off any purchase. Proceeds from which will go to benefiting this season's charity, the National Immigration Law Center, a charity that provides legal assistance to low income immigrant families. Now, before we begin here tonight, this is a survival game where player death and player versus player combat is on the table. Please see a list of content warnings in the chat by typing !CW and take care of yourself accordingly. Things might get a little spooky here tonight. As mentioned, we are using the Castaway system by Afterthought Committee. There are two things to keep in mind as we play here tonight. The first is our stats. They are physical and mental fortitude. Each player has a modifier in both physical and mental, as well as a special skill in each stat that gives them a bonus when it applies. They will use these stats to avoid the second thing to know about our game, conditions. Castaway uses a depleting dice pool. All of our players started this game with a D12, but some things have happened between last week and this week. As they fail rolls and situations, they may take conditions, things like injury, stress, exhaustion, dehydration, etc. With each condition, they will drop one die. If they take 5 total conditions, aka lose their D4, they die. During Castaway the Woods, however, you can donate to not only benefit the National Immigration Law Center, but to help your favorite players and characters from avoiding that terrible fate. Our donation tiers are $5 to enter our weekly giveaways. More on this in a bit. $10 to add +1 to a future roll for a player. $20 to heal a player's condition, $25 to give a player a random secret advantage, and every time we hit $100 during stream, I will inflict a random condition on a random player. Between last week and this week, you have helped us raise an additional extra $400 plus, which means we are going to open tonight by spinning the Wheel of Pain 4 times. Anyone who donates tonight will be entered into a raffle to win a fantastic collection of RPG gamer gear. You'll win a sticker from the award-winning AP podcast, Bad Heroes, the full collection of all of A Ghost of Eli's incredible TTRPGs and supplements, and a commission for an art token from acclaimed artist Trixie Wizard, something you can use when playing your home games or using your virtual tabletops. And if you have not won any of our previous raffles, do not worry. You will be entered into our Week 6 grand prize raffle to win the full collection from Dungeon Club. Over 20 TTRPGs from the award nominated designer of How's My Driving and other heart pounding titles. With all of that out of the way, before we even can bring on the Wheel of Pain, before we can go into our game, there is some business to attend to. If I may, shadowy producers, will Team Servidae please come on to the screen? Team Servidae, you are already on the screen. Get Team Apodemus out of here, then. Team Servidae, there has been an interesting change here in the woods. You are awoken in the middle of the night to be greeted by one Chet. Who am I this season? Chet Swiss. There's been so many of me, I had to forget which me is me. Chet Swiss has wandered into your camp and awoken all of you. He seems to be carrying a solemn demeanor this particular week. And as you all gather around your, well, not your campfire, but where a campfire ought to be, he says to you, "Now listen, everyone, I don't normally come into camp during the night. You normally only see me for challenges and voting ceremonies, but we have to make a slight adjustment to your team, you see. Two players from Team Apodemus have gone missing in the woods. Ordinarily not a concern for us, but we don't currently have eyes on them, and we don't really want anyone to think that something would have happened that wasn't under our watchful eye. So we have dispatched a team of interns to locate them. They will still play our game, but we will need to make a small adjustment in the meantime. I have come to ask your team to make a sacrifice. One of you five, chosen by you, will be joining Team Apodemus for the foreseeable future.
Oh, so not a literal sacrifice then.
No, not a literal one, though you're not forbidden from doing such, Lucas.
And what do we get if we pick someone to go?
Now, Annabelle, I would think you of all people would know most that sometimes the most rewarding thing you receive from a sacrifice is the sacrifice itself.
Well, you're not God, so
here I am.
I don't like you taking the Lord's name in vain.
You don't have to. No, you will not be receiving a reward, though, but there are certain things to consider. Does your team have a weak link? Are you the kind of person who feels on the outs of this team? Is there a better story that can be told? Is there something that you can do to further your spot in the game? The reward, the advantage of doing so is entirely up to you and how you play this. But that is the question. Who from your team will make that sacrifice? Who will you make that sacrifice?
I feel like maybe the greater question here is, what happened to those two other people who are lost in the woods? That feels more pertinent right now.
We will handle that. Our papers are in order. They will be retrieved.
You keep saying that.
Maybe
I know your papers are in order. You are a full-time camera crew. How did you lose two people when they're being actively monitored?
Also, why should we sacrifice someone from our team when it seems that we are the one currently winning? It just seems like that doesn't make much sense, Chet.
I can do it.
No, what? No, you don't gotta.
You don't have to do that.
Why would you do that?
Truthfully,
You're like our strongest link here. You took down a goddamn bear. Excuse my French.
Truthfully, would either of you want to be the sacrifice? It's as simple as just crossing over to the other camp.
But then we would be competing against each other, not,
I don't want to
I
compete
don't
against
really like
you.
that idea.
together.
Yeah, it was green team to the end, and you wouldn't be green team if you go to orange.
It's a very different color, Nari.
I think all of you are extremely strong. There are things that you can get out of that maybe I wouldn't even fathom. We don't have to consider this a brutal ending. There's still the rest of the show that we must continue facing difficult truths with. We don't have that much time left together to begin with.
Do you mean like existentially or in the game?
I don't know.
Well, I think another question that I would have then is, how long is this transfer going to be for? Is this like for one challenge thing?
It is
or
moving forward. Suffice it to say, whoever joins the other team will not be rejoining Team Cervidae.
ever?
Ever.
So we don't get Nari back.
You
Ever.
will not receive Nari back.
But what if you find I mean, presuming that you're going to find the other people who are lost out in the woods, which is quite
we'll
dangerous.
find them and the game will move forward, but you
Then we're going to
do,
be
of course, recall that this game is not always played as a team. Eventually, it'll be
Right.
every person for themselves.
I don't like
Right.
this.
As it stands right now, Nari is the only name I've heard come up for the swap. Unless anyone else wants to volunteer or offer another name, I will happily take Nari back to Team Apodemus.
Chet, why don't you volunteer since you're the one that seemed to have lost the other people?
Oh, I can't play, and that's not my job. The interns will find them, though.
Well, why don't they
Why
just
not
get
throw an intern on
interns?
the
Oh,
other
the
team?
interns can't be paid.
Everyone,
Are we being paid?
I don't.
allow this to be short. You
I
are
don't like
strong. You will figure it out.
Nari, we need to see you at the end, okay? You stay strong too.
Of course.
And so it has been
Crush them if you
decided.
need.
No, I just don't
Lucas
like this
runs
whole
over
deal.
and gives Nari a big hug.
I'll hug you back.
Please be safe.
All right, Nari, I'll give you a moment to say your goodbyes, and then I will bring you over to your new home for the foreseeable future.
Got the blood of a bear on you. That should be a deterrent enough if they try anything over there.
I'm just going to open up my book, my bird book, and I'm going to flip over to what page? What bird feels most like Nari? I think I'm going to open it up to one of the birds of prey, and I'm going to rip out a page with the I don't know which okay, this one, and I just rip out a page that has a bunch of kites on it.
Tilda, can I borrow that page real quick?
Which one? This one?
Yeah, the one you just
This
ripped
one's
out.
for Nari. I was
know.
going to give
I'm
it.
gonna give it to Nari right after. I know. It's
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
And
All right. I
quickly
hand
like
it over
takes
to you.
dirt and like draws on the back. Since we never got to finish our botany lesson, here's some things that will help you if you need.
Okay. Yeah. That's very, very kind, Finn. And I fold it up and I hand it to you, Nari. I don't really know what this is supposed to mean. I just felt like I was supposed to give you something. And kites are really graceful and fierce, and they don't blink when they strike a target. So makes
I
me
will
think
see
of
you all at the end.
See you at the end,
You better.
Nari.
All right. Promise made, a teammate lost, and we will see you all together again at the next challenge, though, on opposing sides.
I hope you step on a Lego, Chet.
Me too.
That,
I'm into that.
what?
Team Cervidae will catch you later. We now bring back Team Apodemus. As we see Jonathan and David, it is once again the middle of the night here on the other team, and Chet Swiss enters your campsite. Solo for now, but with something looming in the background, if you will. And you are woken up and asked to meet where your fire might be. And Chet simply says to you, now, I don't come here bearing good news for the two of you. Your team has already voted off one of your players, and, well, we seem to have a small predicament with two of the other players. Carolina and Michelle have seemed to have gotten themselves a little bit lost. I'm sure you've heard the rumors of there being a monster in these woods. We can neither
Yeah.
confirm nor deny. I know I've never seen it, but suffice it to say, if you're going to play this game, you're going to play this game. So they're not out of the game. We are looking for them. Our top interns are on the case, But that does leave the question of what to do with the two of you in the meantime. Can't have only two players on one team after all. So we've come to give you a little extra help for the foreseeable future. Nari, will you come here, please? Jonathan David, this is Nari. Nari will now be a member of Team Apodemus going forward to bring you back to an even 3.
Welcome.
No, why are we continuing the game if 2 people are missing?
I don't want to leave the game because someone's missing.
Oh, trust me, we will locate these players. They will play the game, but the game has to continue while they are missing, you see. So, in order to even things out a bit, we have brought the teams back to a similar number they would have been at. You will, of course, see your other 2 competitors in the meantime, but they will not qualify for being voted against, and obviously you can't attack them if you can't find them. So, instead, you will receive Nari, a member of the other team, here to now assist you in your goals going forward.
Covered in blood.
Yeah, are you okay? What happened to you?
We couldn't find water.
So you fell down a cliff?
I attacked a bear for its meat.
We
He
have
looks
some,
at you with like this slight glimmer in his eyes. All right.
we have some water if you'd like to get cleaned up.
Ideally, before the bugs get to me. But I will not neglect you.
No,
Joseph?
that's
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
no, that wasn't a concern. I'm just worried about the other 2. Why are we continuing this game if 2 people have gone missing? Surely we could wait, right?
Oh, because we must, David. Time keeps ticking whether or not we have the people needed or not.
Well, welcome then. And Jonathan's going to reach out his hand for handshake.
I'll leave you 3 to get acquainted. There's going to be a challenge bright and early tomorrow, so I'll see you there. And on that wonderful note, let's bring everyone back on camera, shall we? As I've mentioned here, everybody, we are currently sitting at 1,200. Oh, hello, $205 donated to the National Immigration Law Center. I have been really just I'll just be real. It's been an overwhelming week on the immigration front here in the US. There have been some huge tragedies, not just this week, but seemingly every fucking day in this country. And I'm not naive enough to tell you all that donating to a nonprofit legal fund will solve all of our problems, but it will solve certain families' problems, individual people who are looking for any leg up to stay in the only place they've known. This is very literally life-changing money and a life-changing service. So thank all of you for being part of this. And on that note, since we've crossed the $1,200 threshold, that means I get to roll the wheel of pain 5 times before we start today's challenge. So thank all of you. Let's hurt our friends for charity, shall we? Let's spin that wheel. Our first victim of the wheel is Annabelle Jones. Nikki, you are down to a D8.
I think.
Well, no,
I-
it's
I
Nari
see
on
Nari.
stream.
Yeah, on stream it says
On
Nari.
stream, it shows a different name than I see on my side.
Weird.
Okay, we will adjust to what stream shows. Annabelle, you are fine. Nari, a brief note on Nari here, audience. Nari, during the week-long break, was given a secret advantage to move up a dice. The Wheel of Pain does not affect that secret advantage, so you will be down to using a D10, Nari, just so you know. But you will take a condition. Thank you. Our second victim will be Tilda. Gina, you are down to a D6.
Cool. Love it.
A mere 2 conditions away from death. The wheel can't kill you. Let's roll a third time. And this one will go to Annabelle proper. So you are back down to a D8, Nikki. Number 4. This one also goes to Nari. Switching teams down to a D8 now. And our final wheel spin is Lucas. So you are now down to a D6, my friend. Boy, what a turn of events for a lot of your favorite castaways here, gang. Don't you wish there was a way to heal their conditions? Oh, wait, there is. If you be sure you are donating to protect your favorite small beans here tonight, gang. And speaking of those folks, let's bring you to today's challenge. A rough night. Some of you have taken on new conditions. The whole makeup of your team scrambled a little bit. Alliances disrupted. Things all awry. But there is one constant on Castaway, and that is our weekly challenge. Now, Team Servaday, you will now be getting your first look at the new Team Apodemus. As you know from last night, Nari has joined the team, and you will see Jonathan and David. You know 2 of them are missing. We can now reveal that that is Carolina and Michelle. Voted off at last week's voting ceremony, Lavender, which you would all be learning for the first time.
Oh no, that's so sad. They were already down 1, and the other 2
Did you all happen to see or hear anything? We are genuinely worried about the other 2.
We
Being
did
lost
not,
in
but
the
we did
woods.
question how they got lost with the cameras and everything rolling. We are on your side about this.
Yeah, it seems like that should be something Chet should do more about.
I've read every
Look,
line of that contract, and there is not a missing in the woods off-camera line.
Look, we woke up, they were gone. That was.
But we
Don't
believe y'all.
It was weird. There were no signs, no. Obviously, nobody would really leave a note. There's not really a way to, but I don't know. It's all just weird.
I mean, all their stuff is still there, right?
Yeah, everything's there.
Yeah.
Quick
They
update
just-
here, gang. Lucas, you've been healed to a D8. Nari, you are back to a D10.
Oh. Nice.
Lucas, you are back to a D10. You've
More
been
pads.
healed a second time.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
My
everything's
stepson.
a little topsy-turvy here. Nari has a stepson in case you want to help that sort of thing out. But we persist. We continue to play the game. After all, there's $1 million on the line, and sometimes you have to deal with the unexpected in order to get them. So why don't we talk about your first challenge for the week here to see who will be going to a voting ceremony and disrupting the harmony a little bit further. I'm going to give you all a little something here for this challenge. I'm giving you all a compass. Hopefully you know how to read that sort of thing. Using only a compass, I'm going to have you navigate and find 5 pieces of a treasure map together. As a team, you will need to locate all 5 pieces, and you can choose who is looking on each particular turn. I'm not going to make you go in order like last time. And you're going to locate 5 treasure map items. Once you've located all 5 of them, you're going to come back to this spot, and you're going to assemble the treasure map. The map is kind of a dual purpose thing this week. Not only do you win immunity if you were the first team to put your map together correctly, but you will also be given that map as a special reward. If you follow it in your camp, it will lead you to a very special item that should help with the whole water issue for the week, if you catch my drift.
Is it water?
It might be,
Does it lead us to water?
in a way.
That would help with the water issue.
It certainly would.
In a
help.
way, why are you saying it so cryptically like that? That
'Cause it's
really makes me
Castaway.
nervous. Okay.
Can't tell you everything off the bat here. What this is going to mean for you mechanically, team, is as a team, one of you will be making a mental roll to read a compass. This would be a good place where things like a navigation or something applicable would be useful here for your special skill. It's a DV11 to find the map piece, and the first team to find all 5 of those, aka clear 5 DV11 rolls, will then get a chance to build the map together. You will each take a turn with the puzzle pieces, and you're going to roll one after the other until you beat a 50. The first team to roll a total of 50 wins immunity and the map. Now, you may be noticing here that even with the addition of Nari on Team Apodemus, it is still 4 versus 3. So Team Servade, you're going to need to pick someone to sit out of this challenge.
I'm real good at reading the compass. I think I should stick around.
I also feel perfectly fine. If somebody needs a break, I can stay in.
Lucas or Tilda? Tilda, are you good, hon? Do you need to take a little breather?
Well, I really am not feeling a whole heck of a lot of good. I do have, skills searching for birds and burden and survival are 2 of my top skills. So I do think reading a compass would be fairly easy, but I am feeling a little woozy, so maybe I should I can sit this one out but I want to contribute, so maybe I can
Sometimes
maybe
the
I can
best contributing is knowing when it's time for you to take a break, Shug.
I was going to say read your bird facts as you're navigating, but
I
that too.
love that.
Yeah, okay.
They really inspired us
Alright.
around the campfire. I think they'd be great
It
while
did.
searching. Yeah.
Oh, good. All right. Yeah. I can do that. All right.
Checking in with you, Lucas. You good to go?
Yeah. I don't really have much in the way of survival skills, but I'm here, and I also would like to contribute. I have this notebook, and I can make notes, and yes, I'm here.
Sounds like it's you, Tilda.
Sounds like it's me. Well, I got my book and I got plenty of bird facts both in the book and up here, so I'm ready to go.
How about while you're sitting out taking a breather, every time you see or hear a bird, you write that down.
Now, to be clear, with Tilda sitting out of the challenge, she will be unable to help you. The trade-off here is Tilda won't take any conditions because she's not playing in the challenge. She also will not be contributing to your victory or your defeat. She is merely off the board for this challenge.
Okay. Well,
But in your hearts, right?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yes,
always.
of course. And if
In
you're
my
not
mind,
feeling well,
every
it
time I
wouldn't
hear
be
a
good
bird,
for
I
you to
think of
take
you.
any. Yeah, if you're not feeling well, it wouldn't be good for you to take any further conditions or anything like that. So you sit this one out.
That's very kind, Lucas. Thank you.
On the topic of conditions, Nari, you've been healed again. You're back to a D12.
Hell yeah. You're not on my team, but I'm so proud of you.
Take that back to the stepson.
On our team and our heart.
Grant, I have a question.
Yes.
Does praying help with navigating?
Is praying your special skill?
Yes, my social skill mentally is praying.
If we're getting into this early, does botany count? Because I can see which plants have been moved around or trampled on.
Now, see, the question of prayer is really interesting because how much do I want the role of God to play a hand in this?
Look in your heart. You know the
Yes.
answer.
You have to decide now. Episode 2: Is God real, and
I'm
can
gonna
He help me?
consider prayer. as
God's
something
not
like-
dead. There's like 5 movies about that.
I will. I'm gonna consider prayer like a composure thing. Sure, why not?
Hell yeah.
Little meditation to clear the mind, follow the. And if I'm gonna allow prayer, I guess I'll allow botany.
It would be crazy for you to say yes to prayer and no to botany.
No, you can't.
Especially when we're in the
Hilarious.
woods digging through plants. Like, come on, Grant.
That would be pretty funny.
Mhm.
I've allowed weirder on this show. I have still allowed weirder. All right. Any other questions before we dig into our challenge?
My special skill of knowing north is gonna help out, right?
The least large of a stretch I've heard so far. I'll be real with you.
Thank you.
In fact, I would just say yes without the weirdness ahead of it.
Seems like the least weird thing.
Yeah. Hey, can I read a compass with this compass you gave me? Yeah, of course.
My skill is reading compasses. Does that count?
Is that good? Is that
Can
good?
that help me right now,
work?
actually?
Just
I
wanna
love
make
you,
sure.
Castaway. I will always love you, Castaway.
Mm-hmm.
And on that note here, one moment. The donations have been coming in hot and fast here. Let me make sure we're completely up to date. I believe we are. Yes.
Yay!
Yippee.
Oh, I do see. Hello. For the person who DM'd me, I will DM you that information after the challenge, but you were healed earlier and we accounted for that already. If that makes sense. Cool. Okay. So now we have our team set up. Annabelle, Finn, and Lucas versus David, Jonathan, and Nari. The first objective here is to locate puzzle pieces one at a time. It's a DV11. Who would like to roll first?
I volunteer to go first.
Lucas and
I wouldn't mind going first if you two are all right with that.
Go ahead.
beautiful. Lucas and David, your quest is to find a piece of a map. On your marks, get set, roll. It's a mental roll. I'm looking for 11 to clear. And I don't get lost.
15.
Out there. 15.
Lord God, such as you have led your shepherds through the darkness, may you too lead me in this time. That's a 13.
13.
Quick Lord's Prayer.
Yep, that we have canonized God here on Castaway.
I was trying to
Who's up
select
next?
Character.
I can go.
I'll go.
Finn and Nari, same thing. Mental roll. I'm looking for an 11.
19.
Okay,
Damn.
13.
no problem. You each find a portion of the map, which will bring us to Annabelle and Jonathan.
$16.
Alrighty.
I am using one of my advantages
Okay.
to bump that right on over to an 11.
Just makes it. Which advantage are you using there, Annabelle?
A +1.
Beautiful. Thank you to our gracious donors for donating to Annabelle so she can pass that roll. All right, we're going to go right back to the top of the order. Who would like to roll next?
Well, if we're following the order, I'll go ahead then.
David again. Lucas, you want to go again?
Sure. Yeah.
Perfect. Once again, a mental roll, 11 to clear.
I'll use an advantage to add 5 to my roll before I roll.
A bonus 5 before the roll. Thank you for using your secret advantage.
Total of 19.
Okay.
Oh no. That's a 9.
A total of 9 for Lucas. So you're not going to make it there. So in light of that, as you are out in the woods looking for this piece, the panic starts to set in by yourself, wandering around trying to find a piece of a map that you can't seem to locate. Lucas, you take a condition. You're down to a D8. You take a panic condition.
Oh no. I think I would like to do that. Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Chat. Thank you. Thank you, audience.
For those not in
God
the know,
comes down.
we will undo the condition. you hear the voices of the fans of the TV show you work on at home calling through to you, and you find your piece you're looking for. And we'll take
The
2
ghosts.
plus 1s
The
off the
ghosts.
board.
The ghosts.
Boy, it's a real nail biter here, folks. It's already tied 4-4, and I'm gonna need Finn and Nari up next.
11.
And
11.
18.
And an 18. Beautiful. Everyone had no problems, well, almost no problems, finding the pieces of their map. Tilda, while you were taking a breather on the bench, you have been healed. You're back to a D8,
Oh, thanks, everybody.
which then
I guess
brings
this
us-
is now the time I can tell y'all about banana quits. Have y'all ever heard of a banana quit bird before? They're small.
Do
They're
they
about
eat
4
bananas?
inches long. They got a curved beak and a white flash across their face. You can spot them. They're black and yellow and little bits of white on there. They're real cute. But who doesn't love saying banana quit, right?
given Tilda
Does-
her
does
own
sound
camera.
Fun to say.
Alrighty, gang, this one's nice and easy for you. You're going to go in order from in alphabetical order, and you're each going to roll on your mental modifier, and we're trying to see which team will pass 50 first. And just like last week, if you pass it at the same time, then we go to a tiebreaker. Whoever rolls the higher of the two numbers will end up winning this challenge. So let's start with Annabelle and David. Shall we step right up to see if you can solve a piece of this map puzzle?
Would
Alright.
my +1, not +1, would my knowing North help me out in this moment?
In
Yeah.
constructing a map, actually, yeah, I think it would.
Hell
Would-
yeah.
Would praying help me in this moment?
to guide your hand to breathe through it. I've already said yes. I mean, I've painted myself into a corner here.
That is total of 11.
11.
That is total of 16.
16 for Apodemus. Let's bring Finn and Jonathan up.
Would having extreme, conditions studying small micro cuts and where plant fibers line up help with putting parts of a map back together using botany?
I already said yes to praying. I'll allow it this time.
What about
Amazing.
calm under pressure? 'Cause this is a really high
Ooh.
pressure situation.
I would say so.
Hell yeah.
That is a 20 for Finn.
The highest number you can roll on Castaway.
14.
Yeah, thanks for
14.
letting me use botany.
No problem, Bob. Whoops, I can't fucking count. There we go. Let's put the numbers in the right spot there, Grant. All right, I need Lucas and I need Nari.
I'm going to use my other advantage and use the 2 dice rolls.
Rolling 2.
I'm
of
also
your
going to
current
use
die.
my 2 dice rolls.
Here we go.
That's a 19 total.
19 total.
16.
16 total. Okay. Please hold.
Come on, chat, do math faster. Damn.
I listen, I'm a theater dropout. Well, I don't even have to call for another one. Chet puts his hands up in the air and says, Team Servaday wins immunity. With that roll from Lucas, that is 50 exactly.
Good job, Lucas.
Good job,
Beating
y'all.
Demas by 4.
See, we knew you had this. We knew you had it.
I'm glad you knew.
All right, Team Servaday, you will be receiving a map to a water-based advantage. If anytime you use this map during your survival roll to find water, you can add 2 to that roll. And if you hit a certain number, then I'm going to give you a little advantage for you. Team Apodemus, unfortunately, a familiar sight for you as you hit your second loss in as many weeks. One of you will be eliminated from Castaway the Woods in tonight's voting ceremony, and we will be deciding who that is sooner than you think. Team Survey Day, as is tradition, you're going to be given the opportunity to go off camera, lick your wounds, talk strategy. Who wants to use the map? What up with Nari being gone? I don't know. I just work here. So we'll see you in a little bit at your campsite. Team Apodemus has had no shortage of struggle during the course of this competition. They already lost one of their players as a result of a vote, and now two of their allies missing in the woods, and now another vote with a new body in their midst. The numbers are getting tighter and tighter here at the Apodemus camp. So I'm going to have all of you, to begin your camp phase, you're going to roll your current die, no modifiers, and we will determine who is going first on the confession cam for your turns today.
10.
10 for David.
7.
7 for Ari.
Jonathan is going to say no to an interview.
Cool, but I need to know what turn you're going in.
Well, technically, for at least turn-wise, 9.
Okay.
But he's going to deny an interview.
Okay. David, welcome to the confession cam. It has been a unlucky couple of weeks for you. In it and every challenge, seeming to have the numbers only to fall short at the last second yet again. Only 3 people in your camp, whether that's a blessing or a bane, is yet to be determined. What would you like the audience at home to know about you, your game, and what you're feeling right now?
Well, the circumstances of the game aside, that doesn't concern me as much as what happened to the other 2. You are looking for them, right?
Cameras all nod.
I'm sorry. It feels morose to speak about how this game is going when there are 2 actual people that are missing and that you can't find them. Is that really what we're going to talk about here? They could be hurt. It could be worse. I mean,
Cameras all nod.
You let Nari fight a bear with her bare hands. Is this really what we're doing right now?
Cameras all nod.
Can someone answer my questions? We're not putting all of these people in actual danger, right?
A producer kind of appears from behind the camera with a puzzled look on their face and looks at you, David, and goes, well, yeah, that's Castaway. That's the name of the game. You have to actually survive out here.
Well, yes, I understand that part, but actual mortal danger. We're all fine with watching this.
Oh, you were all in mortal danger even before you went missing. You're still in mortal danger, David. You're alone in the woods with no supplies and complete strangers. Anything could happen out here.
I think more than right now, what makes me the most concerned aren't the strangers that I'm staying with.
Well, you know what they say. Papers, order, all that stuff. And they hide behind the camera again. While we're here, David, you've been healed. You may have a D12 again. You've had a condition bumped up. But on that note, we have now raised over $1,300 for the National Immigration Defense Center. Just by way of order, the first season of Castaway that we ever did, The Island, raised a total of $1,300. So here in week 2 on season 4, we've already surpassed it. Thank all of you. Let's hurt somebody. Our condition is going right back to Annabelle. You are down to, I believe, now to a D6. I've scribbled your dice out a lot here tonight. Now, on that note, David, you were dismissed from the confession cam. No clarity on the organizational ethos of Shadowy Productions, but hey, whoever has clarity on the organizational ethos of Shadowy Productions, I sure don't. So it's up to you here for this week. A big vote looming, only 3 of you remaining. Would you like to survive, look for secrets, or socialize? Keep in mind, you've already built a shelter.
Okay, and we found water last week. Was it enough for 1 or 2 weeks?
That would be enough for 1 week, so you need water this week again.
Okay. Okay. I'd like to survive.
Perfect. Would you like to bring any of your teammates with you?
Yeah, I think David will walk into the shelter built by Lavender. And well, we have to say it. It was her specific request.
It was.
And is going to address the other 2 and say, I'm going to go look out for some water. I found some last time, and maybe I can find that well again. Would either of you be willing to help me?
An open invite from the preacher.
I can attend.
Go right ahead.
All right, Nari and David, you were out in the woods looking for water. What would you like to talk about while you're out there?
Nari, is all of this really fine? I'll admit I hadn't seen much of the show before coming on here, but I always just assumed that a lot of it was for theatrics. Are we really fine? But are they really fine putting this many people in danger for entertainment's sake?
Yes. They are.
All right. And why are you here?
I'm not a very I am strong in the things that I can do physically. But for my actions in my past, in my home life, I could consider my past my weakness. There are things I must pay for.
Pay for? Do you see being here, being in this danger as a way to make amends for something? What exactly, if you don't mind me asking?
My apologies. I'm more so mean. I need to create a future for myself and others. It is money that I need.
No, that much I can understand. I mean, to say that we're always in mortal danger even before being out here feels pedantic, but I suppose the Lord hasn't made it easy to live out in the real world either. I can see why so many people would be willing to risk so much just to find salvation in that way. Don't get me wrong, I don't fault anyone for that. It's just to take advantage of the trials that the Lord has beset upon us, that doesn't sit right with me. I hope you find what you're looking for. And if it's any consolation, I know that the Lord is looking out for you.
On that touching
David.
note. Oh, sorry, go ahead. You please. Don't.
Father David?
Just David is fine, whatever you're comfortable with.
God has long abandoned this woods. That's all I'll say.
Maybe I can't disprove that. But if I could have some amount of faith, I don't believe that he's abandoned the people here. Not yet, anyway.
On that touching note, we will proceed with your adventure for water. While we were talking, Jonathan, you've received a condition heal. You're back to a D12.
Yeah,
As for you two, David and Nari, this will be a mental roll to locate a water source here. You, of course, have the option to combine your rolls or roll individually to double the amount of stuff you get.
Comedy comes in threes. Can praying help me here?
Well, we've come this far. Maybe there will be a
We
time where
can-
God can't hear us, but after that conversation,
We can roll together if you don't mind. And I have foraging. I can see which plants are more beginning the transition towards something towards water-based plant.
I like it more than prayer. Yeah, go ahead and roll together.
12.
Okay.
Yeah.
11.
Total of 23. It's pretty good. As you wander through the forest looking for sources of water, praying to God, all of that fun kind of stuff, using your survival skills, Nari, you find a familiar sight. A well in the middle of the forest. And just like last time, it has not been adorned with bricks, but instead with what appear to be human skulls, acting as if they are bricks. But it comes complete with a bucket and water, and it's good water too. It's weird that it's out here again, though. It looks just like the one you found at your camp.
The last well was also Epidemus, I believe.
Yeah, I think David found that one last time.
David, you find a familiar sight.
Yeah, this is the well I was speaking of. When I first saw it, I just thought that, I don't know, they took some liberties with the way that it's decorated, but God help me, these aren't real, are they?
Perhaps.
I apologize for trespassing here where you lie. If it is all right with you, we will take some of the water in your well, and I pray that you continue to be at rest.
Well, let me just be clear. We're obtaining water from the well, yes?
Yes.
Okay. You secured water for the entirety of the week, and you will be able to stave off the dehydration condition. Which, of course, brings us to Jonathan Holmes, who has informed production that they are foregoing talking on the confessional cam, does not want to clue the audience into what they are planning for this week's all-important vote, despite obtaining 2 votes last week. So, Jonathan, the question then becomes, do you want to survive, look for secrets, or socialize?
Look for secrets.
Looking for secrets. Would you have to take anyone with you?
I'll probably give David a little nudge.
Oh, you'd like me to go with you? Of course, Jonathan.
Perfect. You have brought the good pastor, the good preacher along with you for your hunt for secrets in the woods. Is there anything you have to talk about while you're out here together?
Jonathan.
Look, I'm concerned for the other 2. I don't
Yes.
know where they went. I don't know if they're still among us. I don't know. I guess I just needed somebody to express my anxieties to. You seemed like a relatively safe option.
you're free to speak, and I will listen.
I'm not very good at, expressing feelings, but I don't know. I feel like I was kind of growing attached to the other two a little bit. It feels a little strange on how this all came about. Their stuff unturned, untouched, unmoving. It's odd.
I understand that. I don't think it's strange at all. I think it's in our very nature to look at each other, grow closer, and attach in the ways that we can. We seek out companionship because why wouldn't we? Just because of the circumstances, that doesn't mean that growing attached in and of itself becomes a strange thing. It's entirely human.
You're right. Maybe I'm just feeling a little more on the sensitive side. I had a friend who recently passed. This is really the reason I'm here, is because she loved the show. I never really watched it, but boy, did she love talking about it. But yeah, it's strange when a presence that was there is no longer there.
It is strange.
Have you ever felt that way about God?
I have, yes. Do you know who I am, Jonathan? It's a strange question to ask. I don't mean to speak as if I'm well known, but do you recognize any of me?
I don't. I apologize. I am not a religious man.
No, of course, I understand that. And believe me, I don't ask coming from the religious side of things. Some of the work that I engage in, it's looked down upon by the clergy, the church, and those of my same faith. It's hardly an easy way to say this, but I'm signed with an organization called Crimson Palette. We make adult audio content, and I'm signed on with them as talent. It's a strange thing to get into for sure, but I saw nothing wrong with doing so, especially when I had found myself in rather dire financial straits. The church I was with, they saw this and thought that it had debased myself by doing so. It was out of a need. I needed some way to support myself, and an opportunity had presented itself. For a while, I thought, is this really worth doing, especially when I felt the loss of my community? And while I don't attribute that to how you feel about your friend, knowing that something was there supporting you, a place where you thought love was present, and to know that it was not, it's a grief, much like any other. And I sympathize with you for that.
I appreciate that. Grant, may I ask a question?
Of course.
Could I potentially do my roll now for secret finding before I respond? If not, that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead. You want to do it before David does?
Yes.
Okay. It is your turn after all. So yeah, you're going to make me a mental roll for that one.
$16.
A 16. You're on this particular team. Okay. For a 16, Jonathan, as you are wanting to figure out if there's anything here that can potentially give you any kind of advantage here, You find what some might call a godsend in the scenario you found yourself in. You have found your camp's hidden immunity skull, a shining silver object in the knot of a tree. And for those who need a refresher, the immunity skull will grant you a complete immunity at 1 vote. You will be able to play it after the votes have been cast. Any vote cast against you or whoever you play it for will be nullified. You can also give the skull to somebody else before the vote.
I'm going to take a few steps back. Well, Jonathan's going to take a few steps back before picking it up. So that's a skull, and he's going to point over at it, not totally sure what it is, but it appears to be a skull.
So many of those things out here. We saw a well decorated with these. It's not real, is it?
I don't know. I've never really handled a real skull before. I'm going to take a few steps back and get behind David. And he's going to untie the plaid shirt from around his waist. So, with your erotic readings, you must know a lot about asphyxiation. And he is going to rush forward and tie the shirt around his neck and pull.
Grant, you're muted if you're attempting to speak.
I was too flabbergasted to speak, David. The Lord saw fit to take my voice. We are in a contested role situation now here, folks. Jonathan is attempting to literally murder David here in the middle of the woods. Here's how contested roles work, gang. You're each going to roll your current die against each other. And then you both currently have a D12. If you roll the lower number, you take a condition. If you tie, you both take a condition.
Okay, and I'm assuming we add physical fortitude to this, right?
You are not. This is
You're
just
not,
your current
okay.
die against current die.
Can we use our +1s, or is this straight contested?
You may use your donated advantages, however. Your in-game advantages, no. Your donated ones, yes.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh.
All right. Oops.
Oh, hey.
All right, I think we're good to go. Cool. So, knowing what we now know, you may both roll your D12 and let me know what you get.
Okay. I would like to use an advantage.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. And I'd like to use 2 dice instead of 1.
Perfect.
I will be using 3.
Explain how.
I think I have height advantage.
The +3.
Yes.
Oh, +3. I was like, obviously, I thought you meant 3 dice. I was like, you
No,
can't have
no,
3
no,
dice.
no. No.
Okay.
3 dice.
Okay. Do they are the bonuses? Do those have to be done before, or can we do it after?
Your advantage ones, if they have a specific thing that says you have to use it before the roll, then yes.
I
Our
meant
secret-
the +1s and stuff, or are those not allowed?
plus
to be
ones can be after.
Okay. That's an 11.
Okay.
15.
David, you feel the flannel on your neck as air starts to become a scarce resource for you. You're down to a D10.
Okay. Okay, wait. The condition was healed, so I'm back to one condition. Okay.
Mhm.
As he's pulling, he's gonna speak into his ear. God isn't here to help you anymore. Your concern for others will only take you so far.
I'm assuming I can't answer back as I'm choking actively.
Yeah.
Or do we keep going?
It's up to Jonathan. If he keeps pulling, then we're still in a contested situation. All right. D12 versus a D10 now.
Uh,
11.
6. I'm going to use another advantage, and I'm going
Okay.
to use. Is it? I'll use the new one I got, which lets me replace a failed roll with another one with advantage.
Gracious donors have given David the chance to re-roll with advantage. So we're going to replace that 6 with something else. We'll take the higher result. Hopefully it's higher than 6.
Probably. Okay. With the 9, I'll add 2 bonuses to match Jonathan.
That'll make it a tie, of course. So Jonathan, well, actually, I'm going to put it in your camp here, David, because you're going to also inflict a condition. You're going down to a D8, but how do you get Jonathan down to a D10?
I think as we're sort of in the struggle and David begins to lose more and more oxygen, David is going to sort of try and twist behind him and is going to kick you in the chest to get you to release the hold. Jonathan, stop. That's enough. Why are you doing this?
Because I can.
Because you can. Why? For this game? Vote me out. I'll lose right then. There's only 3 of us. We'll talk to Nari. You don't have to do this. Why?
He is no longer going to respond.
I mean, I'm gonna run. Like,
Cool.
yeah,
So
I'm
here's
not
how
gonna
that
continue
works.
fighting him if he's not
Yeah.
responding.
A completely valid and I dare say fair thing to do. Here's how running will function. Jonathan and you are going to do another contested roll. If you win, David, you successfully get away. If you don't, Jonathan catches you. I've also been informed, David, you have been healed yet again. You are back to a D10 to level the playing field in this chase.
All right.
It's all those
Any
prayers.
for a villain?
Anyone wants to aid in the cause of murder here tonight? You still can. All right, so you're both going to do a contested roll. You're at the same dice.
That's 10.
10 exactly.
That's a 2. I'll burn my last advantage to reroll a failed roll.
All right, you have to hit the highest number possible.
Yeah. Oh, and my other dice. It's a 9.
Do you have any other +1s left?
No, I used them all.
All righty.
Oh, no, I think I have. Do I have one left? I'll use it to match.
We find ourselves in the same situation. You don't successfully run away, but you do successfully defend yourself. You are both going down to a D8.
Going to have to pull up my D8.
I think, yes, you're about at a D8. Yes. Folks, my notebook is filled of scribbles with right now. And so we once again see you two standing off against each other, both equally harmed in the middle of the woods.
Jonathan, you don't want to keep doing this. You're getting hurt just as much as I am as you continue to do this. What are you going to do after this? You get me out of the game, yes. You kill me out here. How are you intending to survive after that?
I do it again.
Do it again?
And
And
again.
what,
And again. And again. And again.
to what end? Why? You can't seriously expect me to believe that there's no reason for this.
No. For the love of the game.
Would your friend have wanted this?
I don't know. Though I was the one that did it.
And what could they have done to you to make you want to do that?
That's for me to know and not you. And I chase once again.
We are back in that contested situation. Are you running or standing your ground, David?
I'm running.
Of course. All right, roll your d8s again for me. We just kill each other in the woods. Make it really easy.
Oh, that's my D4. I was like, that's crazy. There we go. Seven.
Okay.
It's a 2.
Oh, David. You are successfully caught up to and dragged down by Jonathan. You're down to a d6.
So why? You're doing this because you enjoy it? Because you wanted to hurt your friend? Again, I can't believe that. You couldn't have been born like this. What happened to you? Why are you doing this? You're looking at me right now, and you're smiling. Why?
Boy, that's really going to suck, leaving this world not having an answer. And now I'm going to use my hands.
All right, we're just resisting here at this point. It's a d8 versus a d6.
That's a 4.
That's a 5.
There you go. David, how do you fight back?
I think as Jonathan lunges forward, David has been slowly backing away. And as Jonathan lunges forward, he moves away at the last minute, causing Jonathan to smack dab straight into a tree.
I actually saw that one. Thank you. I'm talking to the producers in my headset here. David, it seems that whatever powers may be, you overcome Jonathan in this instance. You've had 2 conditions healed. You are back to a D10. Which also means, folks at home, that we have raised over $1,400 for the National Immigration Law Center. So we're going to take a brief pause from this murder in the woods to cause some random harm. Let's see if it plays any role in this scene, shall we? Let's spin that wheel. Lucas, a random bystander in all of this, completely unaware of what's going on. For some reason, you're stressed out. Take a D8. You're down to a D8. The wheel has an agenda this week.
Jonathan, believe you me, I am not going to feel regrets not receiving the answers right now. I'm asking for your sake. If you do succeed in killing me right now, I will rest easy. I've lived my life as well as I can, caring for the people that I could. But I pray for what happens to you if you do manage to go through with this. It sounds like you've done more than enough to do more of these unforgivable acts. I'm asking you why. What reason could there be to put your soul through that? To put yourself through that? To put someone else through those horrible things?
What
God,
makes you
this is
think that I have a soul to begin with?
Because I can look in your eyes right now when you speak back to me.
David, you've had another heal given to you. You're back to a D12. Jonathan, you are back to a D8. You've received a heal. This
That-
must be what's gonna feel like at the Rapture, just watching good versus evil. So we have a 12 and an 8. Balls in your two's court.
I mean, I'm continuing to run. I
Right.
don't want to hurt Jonathan.
Jonathan, at this point, are you continuing your quest for violence?
Yeah.
You gotta love a commitment to the bit. All
I'm
right,
gonna
roll it.
actually first. I'm gonna throw a rock.
Sure, it does the
throw it
same
back.
thing. Well, when you pick up that rock, Jonathan, you feel power course through you. You're healed again. You're back to a D10. Boy, this feels familiar. But the question is once again, will David escape from Jonathan? Roll your D12 and your D10.
You
9.
want to go first? 7.
You're back down to a D10, David, as you're caught up to once again.
Is this it? Are you just going to keep chasing me? What? I just can't understand what your goal is here.
To take you out. In my own way.
Maybe I am a fool. Maybe the clergy was right. Maybe I am. I do have my head somewhere else, but I refuse to believe that you're as mad as you say you are.
Running and chasing, it would seem. Roll your current dice for me.
10.
8.
Boy, howdy. Okay, back down to a D8, David.
The last one is so gonna be a 1. I can feel it.
I mean, this is a true war of attrition. David really only has to win once in this particular scenario, and this has not been able to find it yet. So you're back down to a D8. Jonathan at a D10. I'm going to go out on a limb and assume no plan is changing here, correct? Why don't we just keep rolling then? Roll your current dice for me.
6.
5.
Goodness.
Oh my God.
Down to a D6 yet again, David.
That was Anduin. Anduin feels bad.
Oh, I was like, wait, did I mess up?
No.
All right. Still pursuing, still running.
Yeah?
Roll again.
Oh, I lost it. Oh no. Oh, found it. It got so excited it fell off.
Jumanji.
Nine? I can never
No.
tell with the line.
Not
Is
gonna
it
be
on the
a lot
bottom or the top?
Yeah, it's a 9.
Okay. That's
not-
a 6, but it doesn't matter.
not a lot of numbers on a D6 that can beat a 9.
9. Nice.
Clinging on to your last die here, David. I'm refreshing the donation screen just to make sure we're not missing anything, but it doesn't look like it. So this is very literally your last stand, David. You have to beat whatever Jonathan rolls right now to live.
Five.
David, do you have any advantages or +1s left?
Come on, Chad.
Come on, champ. I have 1, so the best I can do is match it.
Oh, you have 1 +1, you mean? Okay.
Yeah. I think as like the chase is happening, and as David continues to get bombarded with stones and falling into these gravels with Jonathan, near the end of it, think David is going to look up and sort of exhausted, staring up at where Jonathan is. All right. We're here at the end, and I don't believe that at this point you're going to offer yourself any answers. I do pray for you, Jonathan. I pray for the people that you've hurt. I pray that to some end you find why you're doing this and find some way out of that, out of the cycle you've brought yourself in. More than any of that, I pray everyone else gets away from you.
And I will laugh as they welcome me to hell. And I will turn off your lights.
David Evangelista, a man of many careers and talents with unwavering faith, departs, cast away the woods and this mortal coil. But you, dear pastor, are going to learn a truth that only a select few get to learn. For here in Castaway, death is not the end. David, you have become a ghost. You may now replenish your dice pool to have 3d6 at 3 points during the remainder of this game. Whenever you see fit, you may choose to add or subtract from another player's dice roll.
What's the flavor of that? Is it just like an unseen advantage? Like the things just tip in their favor? There's no like sensory
Correct.
element to that?
You will not be a visitation. You will not be a voice, at least not at this moment. But when you choose to hurt or help one of your fellow competitors, you will simply let me know during a dice roll. And the wilderness, as it were, has a way of communicating such things to those who you seek to visit during those moments. And you
Okay.
fade into the many, many spirits that are trapped here in the woods. But you, Andy, this is unfortunately the end of the road for your time with us on Castaway. Wow, can you believe that, folks? What a violent game. How mean this game can get. Andy, it's always an absolute pleasure to see you. Your character creation unmatched by anyone in the scene, I dare say. For people who have fallen in love with you, as I'm sure we all have,
Why you have
where
to
can
go,
we
really?
find more of you?
You can find most of my stuff on my Linktree if you're wanting to look at that. It's just Linktree Andy Sinead. You can look at my socials. It's Andy Sinead everywhere except on Instagram and Threads because I'm bad at consolidating my usernames. It's eb_Andy there. I know it's confusing. I'm so sorry.
If you look for Andy, you will find them. And unfortunately, we must fade you from the memory of the woods. Farewell, my friend. Bye. Now we find ourselves in an interesting pickle here, folks. Jonathan, you return to camp alone. And Nari, it would ordinarily be your turn here, but I don't think a confession camp would be appropriate here, unless you really desperately want to talk to one before Jonathan returns to camp.
I don't think there's time.
I agree. So why don't we just jump right into it then? You see Jonathan return to camp alone.
What of David?
We had an argument and we had to take some time away from each other. You should be back soon.
All right, well, would you like to help me put the fire together?
Sure. What do you need from me?
That's where I come in. So, to secure fire, that is, of course, a physical roll to see if we can get a spark going here at camp. That is a DV of 11. And you can, of course, help each other if you so choose.
Help me.
All right. That's a 4.
15.
That'll do
Oh.
her.
Sorry. All right. Never mind. I forgot to add my stuff anyway. So as long as it works, it works.
Hey, it works. That's all that matters. On got so used to reading only the number on their die. Yeah, you were successfully able to build fire. Water was secured, fire secured, not so much food. But before the evening comes upon you, as the night fades, as a voting ceremony is supposed to be coming up, and no sign of David, Chet Swiss once again visits your camp and says, well, I, again, don't normally come here for these particular circumstances, but I come bearing news for your team. There will be no voting ceremony for you tonight, for you see a player has already been eliminated. David Evangelista is dead.
I'm sorry, what?
Found
I
his
was just
body
with
in the
him.
woods, it would say. It would seem. So because you two can only vote for each other, you will not have a vote tonight. David will be your elimination as it pertains to the game, but I felt it's only important to tell you that he is, in fact, no longer with us.
Unfortunate.
Therefore, you're both safe tonight. And you will reconvene for a new challenge tomorrow. So I hope you get the rest you need in light of this. And Chet will leave your camp.
Thank you.
I don't understand.
Two go missing. We continue. One man dies. We end.
On to the next day.
On to the next day, indeed. One final piece of housekeeping for your camp here. Like I mentioned, we failed to secure food this week, so you will both take a hunger condition. Nara, your D12 advantage therefore expires. You are down to a D8 now, and Jonathan, you are down to a D8. But there's also one other factor here in the woods, one that was calm last week, but not so much this week. You always have to keep in mind in these survival circumstances, the weather. So I'm going to make a quick roll on what is called the weather table here for you to see if there's anything else you have to endure after a week of nonstop endurance. A good one. As you sleep in your shelter, you both can hear a sinister growling in the woods. You can hear screams, what sounds like multiple disparate screams of various sizes, genders, ages. You hear breaking branches. In order to avoid a condition and sleep soundly through the night, I need you both to make a mental roll.
This is a D8 now.
The DV is 10 on this.
7. Well,
Okay.
yeah, it's only 7.
Do we add any?
You, of course, can
With my
use
plus
your...
ones, I cannot make DV10.
I don't think I have any pluses. I just rolled a 3.
So be it. An unsettling, disturbing sound coming out of the woods. You both take a panic condition. You are down to a D6.
See, I told you my luck was gonna run out.
Gee, if only we hadn't used all those things on murder earlier. Oh
Worth it.
well, that is Castaway after all. Well, folks, we've had a lot of fun here with Team Apodemus. The game is certainly looking different, and we're going to jump over to Team Servadae's side now, but we're about at our halfway point. So why don't we all take a breather, go scream into a pillow, maybe pull some funds together to keep your favorite castaways alive now that death is very much so in the world, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Wave bye to the camera, folks. We'll be back soon.
Because nobody's asked.
Welcome back to Castaway the Woods. Boy, a lot of exciting things sure happen at the other camp, but this side of the bridge, they don't know anything about that shit. In fact, they have their own problems to worry about. Team Servaday, you will not be having a vote here tonight, but you don't have your resident bear killer anymore, so you're on your own for obtaining the things you need for survival. Luckily, that bear meat will last you for the week, so you don't need to obtain food, but water and fire are still necessities for you. To determine who will be doing what and in what order, I need everyone to roll their current die for me, no modifiers.
9.
9 for Finn, 4 for Annabelle,
8.
8 for Lucas,
2.
and 2 for Tilda. Finn, welcome to the confession cam. Another victory for Team Servaday. Y'all have been making it look easy despite the victories coming in very narrow situations. What would the audience at home to know about you, your game, and what you're planning on doing?
I would like to echo statements as said by all current cast previously. We stand with the missing victims and we do blame Shadowy Productions. I have read the entire contract. I do know it was not in there. But about the game that we are currently on, I am, of course, happy that we won, but I'm sad that we lost without Nari. She was one of our best people keeping us alive last week. She and I were the ones that kind of saved the camp. So it's not good to have a loss, but we just got to win one more time to get her back on the team, even if we're all merged. The team of 5, still the team of 5.
Looking to reestablish connections even after they've been severed. But for now, the task in front of you, make it another week. Would you like to survive, look for secrets, or socialize?
I would like to continue surviving, please, Chet.
Good. Would you have to bring anyone with you on that endeavor?
I would love to spend some more time with Tilda again. Check in on how she's doing this week.
Tilda, you're invited to go surviving in the woods.
So this one here is the tufted titmouse. They used to have 3, but they kind of split up the plain one to be both the oak and the juniper because that's kind of where they were hanging out, But so now there's, instead of tufted plain and brindled, now there's tufted oak, juniper, brindle, and the black crested. So you can see by these pictures here.
Yeah, very distinct.
See the tuft
would not have
here
known 'em.
and the black crest on that one. Right.
Would you want to go look for water, Tilda?
Oh yeah. I think that would be probably a good idea. Better to go in pairs, right? If people are disappearing out in the woods,
Yeah, probably.
make sure
best
we
in
stick
pairs.
together.
I'm sure they're fine. So we're looking for water out here in the woods. You may make a mental roll to do so, and you can combine those rolls if you want, or you can try and split up, gang.
Using the exact same logic that Joe used for why foraging would make sense, can I use botany because water plants?
Sure.
I've got survival as a skill. I feel like that's finding water is a real
Pretty
basic
applicable.
We have the
survival.
map.
And we
And
got
you
a map.
have
Right.
the map.
Yeah, we got that map. All right.
Yeah. What's
Okay.
the map do?
The map gives you a +2 on looking for water specifically. So consider it like a navigation kind of deal.
4, 6, 12.
I know how to do math. Right. I got a 7 on the die, which means I also have a +2, so +4. So that's 11.
Beautiful. And you don't even find a creepy well in the woods this time because you're using the map and you're looking for a specific target. So you are able to locate a full canteen of water. This particular canteen has enough water to feed hello, you can't eat a canteen, don't be silly. Have enough water to secure and stave off any dehydration condition for the next 2 weeks.
Well, hey, look at that. We found a whole
Yeah.
canteen.
Yeah, this map is very helpful. I'm glad that we did it. Oh, by the way, that plant there, and he points to a plant that grows near water. It has a little like white trumpet coming out of it. The thing we talked about last week with the not entirely sure, A little lick of that will help with that, but don't lick it too much.
What are you trying to say, Finn? What do you want me to lick? That plant?
I'm not telling you. So this plant, it's called a Jimson weed. It helps with different conditions.
Like what?
Everything really, as long as it's used in a very small amount. It's been historically used to reduce a little bit of pain, to bring down like sort of heart palpitations. It's also been used to calm the mind of any sort of psychedelic or hallucination sort of thing.
Finn.
Mhm.
Is this plant going to get me high?
No, this plant will kill you if you eat too much of it.
You were telling me to lick it and it's going to kill me?
I said in a very small amount.
All right. Okay. Well, that's good to
I'm
know.
trying to help here. I'm sorry if it didn't come across that way.
No, you know what? No, I apologize for the way that came across. I was a little bit confused, but now I understand. Okay, so I'm gonna not lick that, is what I'm hearing
Just small
from
little
you.
bites. Yep. Like
Don't-
little nibble on it.
So I am supposed to eat it, but just a
Very
little
small
bit.
amount. Yeah.
But too much of it'll kill me.
Pretty quickly, yes.
Okay.
But
What if I
you-
just But wait, what were you
But if
saying
you-
if I want to get high?
over there, we passed some mushrooms. If you look at these ones, they have a certain cap to them. Those will look like standard toadstools. Never touch those, or a toadstool, be safe. The one next to them that are a little off, with the underside being about yellow color, you'd have a great night.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is good to know.
Mhm.
Finn, I appreciate you sharing all your knowledge with me.
You've been sharing your knowledge with us. I've learned more about birds this week than I've learned about birds in my life.
Really? Oh, that makes
Yeah.
me so happy.
Oh, yeah. I
What's
kinda
your
spent,
favorite bird fact so far?
Oh, I do like that you're able to mimic so many of them, and you can find them so quickly. I think my favorite would be the thing about the wingspans and how they're relative in arm length to human wingspans. I didn't realize that we
Right.
had like an avian evolutionary connection. I think that's very interesting.
Isn't that neat? That's one of my favorite facts too. Finn, you really pay attention when I talk, don't you?
Yeah, I pay attention to a lot of things that people say.
That is a real good skill to have. And I'm going to pay attention about that. What was that weed called again?
Jimson weed.
Jimson weed. You know what? I think maybe I'm going to lock that away in the old lockbox. And here, why don't you hold the water? It does feel like it could adequately satiate about 4 of us for a good amount of time. So,
Okay. Did you excel
take
in like
that.
math and volume and such, or are you just good at?
I just have a
Painting.
feeling, you know, it's
Okay,
just
yeah.
kind of came over me. And I thought I saw a nest back here. I'm just going to take a real quick look and I'll meet you back up at camp.
Sure.
Okay. I'll be right behind you.
Okay.
Wonder what that's about.
Yeah, me too.
This team knows a lot of stuff about stuff. Birds, plants, God,
There's so much stuff to learn about birds
ghosts.
and plants.
And plants. There's so much to learn about nature, Chet.
Let's learn about more stuff, shall we? Lucas, you were invited to the confession cam. Welcome
Yeah.
aboard. While those two look at birds and plants, you are talking directly to the audience. Safe again this week. No Nari, however. The floor is yours to say whatever you would like to the folks at home.
Well, you know that we're all still here, and I'm real sad that Nari had to go to the other side, but you know she's still okay, which is great. Um, uh, this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm real concerned about the 2 that went missing. Hopefully they didn't turn into ghosts. That would be a really weird way to find out that ghosts that there are ghosts in this forest. Although, you know, wouldn't be all bad because that would aid my research. But you know, it would be a really shitty way to aid my research. What am I supposed to say again?
You did perfect, Lucas.
Oh, Right. Okay. Great. Yeah. Well, awesome.
Lucas, we take you away from the confession cam as you ponder if the afterlife exists or not. Would you like to look for secrets, survive, or socialize?
Lucas would like to survive.
It's a good call. Still need fire after all. So to bring anyone with you.
Yeah, I think we're gonna bring Annabelle with us.
Beautiful. Lucas and Annabelle here for building fire here. Listen, I know that we said it a little bit differently at the other camp. Some things happened. You can blame it on the supernatural. First, we're going to secure supplies. Then we're going to build the fire. So the first thing to do, of course, is locate those supplies. And you two can talk to each other while you do that.
How you doing, Lucas? A little stressful seeing as some people got lost, and then Nari had to go to the other camp, and then they lost,
Yeah.
and I'm worried that
Yeah.
I hope she don't get voted out.
Me too. Nars good people, and we want them to be okay, and I want everyone to
You
be
doing all
okay.
right? You seem real stressed. You want to talk about it?
Do I? I mean, I feel like I'm always kind of this way. I mean, new situation, people that I've only just met last week, and so it's a stressful scenario. Sure, yeah.
Well, of
But
course it's stressful, but God always puts his strongest warriors in front of its hardest tasks.
I'm sure that works well for you. Listen, I'm not really a god person, but
That's all right.
well done you. I'm more of a ghost person, as in I'm looking for them.
You're a ghost hunter? You got one of them
Well,
shows?
Well, I work for one of those shows. Sure, yeah. I do research for one of those shows on a network that I'm probably not supposed to name when we're on camera. I don't know what legalities we have to deal with here, but yeah, I work for a show on a fairly popular cable TV network.
So you like ghosts? You believe that the when you die, you turn into a spirit and you haunt places if you're you got business still?
Yeah, I mean that's one theory. There are lots of other theories about why ghosts could exist, but that seems to be the prevailing one.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm more or less trying to find evidence that they do. I believe that they exist, but I want pure, I want hard scientific evidence that they exist for reasons.
Is that what you're hoping to do if you win the money? Is to fund that research?
Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. I think it will help me prove several things to lots of people out there.
Well, to be able to win the money, you got to survive first and foremost. Let's find those fire making supplies.
All right.
That'll be a physical roll. I'm looking for an 11. No, a mental roll. What am I talking about? Mental roll, looking for an 11.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm going to add my composure to that to bring me directly at to 11.
Sure, that works.
Yeet. I am going to spend. That's a. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna spend one of my +5s to make that a.
To potentially
13.
save you from yourself here, Lucas did roll an 11. So
Okay.
the
We're
DV is
combining rolls.
cleared.
Okay. Oh, okay. Thank God. Okay, but it's a total of 8. Added
Cool.
to that.
Yeah, you find the supplies you're looking for, and now it
Ah,
just
look at
takes
that.
a mental roll to build that damn thing. Or physical. What the hell is wrong with me? There's 2 stats, Grant. I'm lasers and feelingsing myself here. Which one's over? And anyway,
Okay, that's an 11 exactly.
you've got fire for the night.
At a 10 on top of that.
So Miss Annabelle, if you don't mind me asking, what do you want to do with the money? Should you be the one to win?
Well, I'm hoping I can open a farm, live at home, and take care of some chickens and grow some crops and maybe make some
Oh,
sourdough bread.
do you know anything about farming?
No, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos about it.
Okay, okay. Well, I
It can't be
n-
that
no
hard,
matter
can it?
no matter what happens, I believe in you.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I believe in you as well. Now, tell me, Lucas, is there a Mrs. Ghost searching person or Mr. Ghost searching person with you?
Uh, Honestly, not the moment. But every time I get into a relationship with people, they tend to get a little freaked out by my obsession with the ghost finding. So
How would they get freaked
uh,
out?
I get really into it, and then they find out about why I really want to do that, and it becomes a whole thing, and it's it's you know how it goes. The past's coming up and throwing a monkey wrench in situations, and it's never fun. I
Well,
end
I
up with
mean,
my
all
heart
I've got
broken a
going
lot
on in
more
my
often
past
than
right
not.
now is a man named Daryl who I know he's watching. I know what you did, Daryl. But for you, Lucas, it seems you've got a lot of passion, and you're not really finding anybody that can help you with that.
Well, that would be, in a perfect world, that would be fantastic. Um, Unfortunately for those of us here on the mortal plane, ooh, we don't live in a perfect world.
No, we don't. We live in a sinful world, and we gotta right ourselves and get closer to God and get to His perfect world.
Again, I don't really do the God thing. I see what you're saying. I like to think the world is more chaos than sinful, but
Chaos,
eggs
man. It's
and
yeah.
eggs and chickens, and then milk. It's fine.
While you two debate over the existence of such things beyond this mortal coil, whether they're ghosts or the divine, we're going to bring Annabelle to the confession cam.
Hi, Chad.
Howdy, Annabelle. Good to see you. You are welcome.
Hannibal. Don't put an H in my name.
Listen, it's been a long day.
Has it?
Annabelle,
Have you worked hard about finding our friends? Well, at least the other contestants on the other team.
yeah, the papers are in order. They'll figure it out. As
Mm-hmm.
for you and yours house, we're trying to see where's your head at right now. Your team has won again. You're nice and safe. Nari's on the other side. We don't know what's going on there. What would just the audience at home to know about your game this week?
Well, I think our team is doing a real good job. We're real close. We're real tight knit. I know there's some tension certainly because Nari's on the other team, and we're still worried about the two that have gone missing mysteriously. But I feel my heart is, really taking a back seat with everything here, and I'm not in the best space. I don't have Tilly's got her book, and Finn's got his wine, and Lucas has got his notebook writing all of his stuff in there, and I don't got a good book. I don't got the good book in my hand, and well, people out there, I really would appreciate some help, especially if one of y'all is maybe of the masculine persuasion, single, looking to help a girl out, and if you like farming, I can make us a cute little house. But I gotta win first, so we can get that going.
Gotta win first. Well, Annabelle, with your plea to the masculine representing audience out there, the question goes back to you. Would you like to survive, socialize, or look for secrets?
I think I would like to go look for secrets
A secret hunting
once more.
adventure. Would you have to bring anybody with you?
Yeah, I want to bring Finn with me.
Finn, you're invited to go look for secrets in the woods.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to spend more time with you, Annabelle. How kind.
It was good talking to you earlier, and I thought it'd be nice to go on a nice little walk around, see if there's anything else we need. I know we already got the shelter and Nari's contributing of the meat, and we just got water and fire, and there's just something weird in the woods. And to be completely honest, I'm hoping maybe if the interns can't find nothing, maybe we might be able to find some clues about what's happened to our, or at least the other team's lost contestants, or
Do you
something.
think if we find them, we get their,
If we
everything?
find
Like
them,
they're kicked off and we get to have all of their advantages and such?
I think that would. I don't want to say anything, make anyone feel weird about it, but I am here to win. And if they're technically voted off because they got lost in the woods, I say we should take what they got.
Hey, let's go look.
Let's do it.
Let's go look indeed. So, of course, for secret rolls, we do not combine those. You are each rolling on your own. It is a mental roll to find secrets.
Can I use botany to see where things would be disturbed to bury a secret?
This one, no. Not for that.
Damn. Hey, I'm gonna try.
I'm so sorry. Did you say it was a mental or physical?
Mental.
Thank you.
14.
14.
7.
A cool 7.
Cool hot 7.
Okay. We'll start with you here, Finn. Let's see what I've got for you. Of course. Finn, as you are studying the plants around the area, trying to locate anything that could give you a particular advantage in this game, you don't find a skull, you don't find a parchment tied to a tree, but you do find stabbed in the root of a large tree in the Cervidae forest a knife with the Shadowy Productions insignia emblazoned upon its handle.
Fascinating.
The knife, of course, if you choose to use it, will give you a +1 in contested rolls in hunting or otherwise scenarios. Which then brings us to you, Annabelle. You, rolling a 7, have been caught. You have been caught looking for secrets. Your intent has been discovered by someone who is not currently in camp. Hey, Tilda and Lucas, can you both roll a mental roll for me?
I sure can.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that's-
yeah, of course.
That's an 8 on my D8.
An 8 on the D8. What's your mental?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I have to add a +2. Oh, no, not a +2. What is my mental? I'm still stuck in my bird book. My mental. No, it is. It is.
Looks like you're a
Fortitude?
5.
Just regular.
Yep, just
My
mental
mental
fortitude.
That's a 5. I got a 5.
Total of 13. What'd you get, Lucas?
Yeah, that's math I can do.
Got a total of 11.
Tilda, while you are just kind of off in your own world, trying to get finding on that bird's nest you spotted earlier, you happen to see Annabelle Jones looking around the forest, real conspicuous like. And you may remember that you looked for secrets with Annabelle before, but you weren't invited this time, and you catch her looking.
I think about saying something. But then I just kind of duck behind a tree and watch her for a minute. I don't let her
And if-
know I'm here.
Annabelle, while you are on your lonesome and have not reconnected with Lucas yet, not Lucas, Finn, what do you say while you look for this secret or anything? What does Tilda see as they watch you?
Is Finn still nearby, or is it just Annabelle by herself?
Right now, it is you by yourself. You will reconvene in a moment.
I mean, how hard can farming be? I mean, it's just, you have a pen, you get the food. Well, it won't work if I don't find anything. Nobody here's really getting my goiter, though I saw Jonathan on the other team. He looked fit. Will I live long enough? If I stay on here long enough and we combine teams, maybe I can sweet talk him to skedaddling with me after this. See.
And that's what you see, Tilda.
Interesting.
Alrighty then. Annabelle, Finn, you rejoin each other. One of you empty-handed, the other has a decision they have to make.
I didn't find
like to
nothing,
conceal
not
that
a
knife.
mushroom. Yes. I didn't
I
find
haven't found
nothing.
anything. I found a few berries, but nothing that'll aid us in the game.
Oh well. What kind of berries?
Oh, we found two of them. One is a May apple and one is a Dalsai berry. Both of them actually go into one of our signature wines.
Finn, you know much about farming?
The growing plants part of it, or the maintaining the animal husbandry part of it?
Yes.
The plants, yes. I have probably 50 different types of grapes growing in my vineyard. Keeping an animal alive, no, I'm not quite one for keeping mammals going quite long.
That's fair. She'll put her arm into yours. Tell me how you grow things on your orchard. Not orchard.
It really comes down to the
vineyard.
soil and what you put into the fertilizer.
Annabelle will keep asking you all of these questions, but we don't have to RP that whole thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, go back to camp.
Vamping while chat is typing.
Vamping.
Thanks for
Vamp-
donating,
vamping.
everybody at home. I appreciate your asses. And I appreciate having good role players who can buy me time. Speaking of good role players, Tilda, welcome to the confession cam. Another successful week for your team. You have an immunity skull that only Annabelle at this current moment knows about. Your team has secured another week of safety. Nari's gone. 2 people are missing. Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. What would you like the audience at home to know about you and your game?
Yeah, about the missing people. I mean, they're gonna be all right, right? They're gonna be fine. Y'all are gonna find them.
Most assuredly. They'll be back.
I heard that they left their stuff here. It's not like they just picked up and left.
What
It
did you
doesn't
forget?
really seem like they were planning to leave, right? If they were leaving all their stuff behind, kind of if you think you're gonna go off and wander, you'd probably take all your belongings with you. They're gonna be fine, right?
They're going to be fine.
Why are you saying it like that? It doesn't really sound like you. You're saying it all weird, like.
It's kind of what the host of Castaway does. We have an ominous air about us so we can keep things
Right.
mysterious and alive. But no, for sure, our interns will find them. They do have to play the game after all.
Sure. Yeah. I gotta say, I just keep thinking. I just keep thinking they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be fine. Y'all are gonna find them. Because people can survive alone in the woods, right? They can survive without their stuff and be just fine.
They sure can. And now let's see if you're going to be just fine. Tilda, we're going to your camp turn. Our survival equipment has been secured, courtesy of the bear meat from last week. You have food, water was secured, and a fire is built, and your shelter is intact. So would you like to look for secrets or socialize?
I think I'd like to socialize.
An excellent choice. No roles needed in that particular circumstance. And you can talk to as many people at camp as you so choose.
I think I'm gonna sidle on up over to Lucas.
Hi, Tilda. How's
Hi,
it going?
Lucas. Aside from really worrying about those 2 missing people and the fact that Nari's not here, and
Yeah.
just generally rethinking a whole lot of things about joining this show. I'm doing just fine. How are you doing? You doing
I'm
okay?
also I'm also concerned about the two that are missing, and that the fact that Nari is over on the other side. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing better than I thought I would be, but that
Okay, that's
I've
something.
I've I've had worse, so this is kind of
You've had worse than this.
yeah, yeah.
Well,
I'd
I
like to
mean,
think it was worse.
do you want to talk about it?
I
I know I sounded disinterested when I said that, but I do really mean it. Do you want to talk about it?
I mean, honestly, of everyone here, you do kind of seem the most trustworthy, but I mean, you're gonna think that I'm nuts.
I really don't think I will. I'll tell you what. How about you tell me one secret, I'll tell you one of mine.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to, but if it would make you feel better, if you think that like you telling me whatever it is that you think I'm gonna think you're nuts, I promise you, I got a story that'll make you rethink that.
So, okay, yeah, I'm gonna Pinky. You
Yeah,
promise?
yeah. Oh, pinky promise.
You promise? Okay.
Okay.
Um, when I was a teenager, I spent time in a mental institution.
Okay. Lucas, I'm really proud of you for telling me that. How does it feel to say it?
Weird,
Well,
but also,
I mean, we are
you know,
kind of on camera,
good.
so yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and
Hey
and
man,
and and, and kind of
I think
look.
that's great. No, I mean not that, but that you're like that you survived it. That's really cool.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
good for you getting help.
Well, that wasn't my idea. Um,
Okay. We don't always get to choose.
yeah, yeah. You're right. Um, but yeah, yeah. That's.
Okay, my turn. My turn. I mean, we can go
Yeah.
back and forth just to kind of rip the band-aid off. All right. Well, okay. Sometimes one, I guess I'll just preface this by saying I'm also in therapy. So
Oh.
pro for you for getting help, pro for me for getting help. I sometimes I hear um voices, and I mean not like, ooh, scary, kill those people voices, not like
Oh.
that, but like someone that I knew a long time ago. Sometimes I still think that I sometimes my subconscious mind makes me think that I hear him, but I don't.
Can
It's
I
just a
ask
weird
you?
little thing my brain does, sometimes.
Can I ask you kind of a? This is gonna sound kind of morbid, but the question:
Sure.
the person that you think you're hearing, are they dead?
No, definitely. Well, I haven't seen him in a long time, but I'm pretty positive that he's still alive.
Okay, 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 okay. I mean, sometimes I mean this is something that I heard when I was at the institute. Uh, Sometimes someone makes such an impression on us that occasionally they become kind of our internal dialogue, and that's okay as long as we recognize it. That's what's happening.
Right, as long as we can identify the process that's happening, we can
Mhm.
label it and make sure that we know what's actually happening isn't that's not reality, right?
Right,
That the
right.
voices that we're hearing might just be more so a pattern of trauma or a way for our subconscious to be protecting us in a moment that feels unsafe or uncertain. And so the thing that feels certain is hearing the things that we thought we had run a long way from, and that they're not actually
Oh,
here in the woods, but that it's really just something that we're working through, right?
oh, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
You sound like you've been through some
Your
stuff
body
too.
language and demeanor is changing, and it concerns me that perhaps I've
No, no, no,
said
no, no,
something
no,
that
no.
has.
No. I'm just it's me kind of recognizing that you've been through some things too, and it's rare that I meet someone that has been through maybe not a similar thing, but like maybe the severity
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
same, and so just processing that information.
Yeah. Okay.
Here,
Lucas, I'm
if
really glad that you shared that with me. That means a lot to me that you would trust me with that information.
well, if it makes you feel any better, um, I don't think you're crazy. At least not crazier than I am. Um, the reason I was at the mental institution is because I fell in love with a ghost and no one believed me.
will you will you tell me about them?
She was very beautiful. I mean, at the time that she died, she looked like she was maybe 16, which is about the age that I was when I encountered her. She haunted my apartment that I lived in when I was a teenager, and
Y'all
tried
were
to get us.
roommates.
Yeah. Well, it didn't quite start off that way. She tried to scare us into leaving, and I was just more fascinated by
I
her
mean, who
than
doesn't
anything.
and scare off someone that we like, right?
Right. And and so I like whenever she tried to scare me, I would just, try to talk to her. And then eventually we kind of gained a rapport and we kind of sort of started a kind of romantic relationship. It feels so
Lucas, that's
weird
real
saying it out
nice.
loud after all these years, but yeah. Parents walked in one day with me um making out with her, and
Oh,
yeah, seeing as how I don't think they could see her, um you can
right.
imagine how that looked.
I guess just be grateful that it was only making out.
Yeah, yeah, it could have been
Right,
much,
silver lining.
much silver lining, except that the silver lining did still wind up with me in a mental institution.
Oh, well, she came
So
with. That's nice.
no,
You know what?
she didn't.
Oh,
She was trapped in the she couldn't leave the apartment. And then
oh,
by the time I got out, they'd moved and I
oh.
wasn't allowed to go back. And when I was finally able to go back, they had torn the building down and I never saw her again.
Lucas, we gotta find her.
That's what I'm hoping to do with my
Is that what you're
research.
gonna do with the money? Is that what you're gonna
Yeah.
do if you win? You're gonna go find Lucas, we gotta get you back together.
It's yeah. That's my plan. I don't even know if she's still out there. One of these other ghosts, because there are other ghost hunting shows out there that are more like Ghostbusters than Ghost Hunters, and I really hope
I've
that
seen
something
those.
hasn't happened to her, or if maybe she's passed on and moved on to whatever is next.
Or
I
or
don't
what if she's
know.
watching the show right now?
That would be pretty great. Isadora, if you're watching the show, hi, I'm looking for you, and I hope you're incorporeally as okay as you can be.
Oh, Lucas, I love this for you.
Yeah. Whew.
Look, if you don't want
Feels
me to
real
tell
good.
anyone else, I won't. Your
Please
secrets,
don't tell anyone else. I'm
I
not sure
won't.
how Annabelle, because Annabelle's really like into the God stuff, and I'm not sure how
There's a lot of
she
God
would.
stuff there. I don't really
She
know how that would translate.
right,
I
and
feel not well.
she kind of came on to me a little bit about like farming and finding trying to like find someone to do like a farm with, and that's not really my thing. And I'm sure she's a very
Annabelle's
very
just
nice
kinda
person.
very nice, very sweet, very flirty with I'd say most people.
Oh, so she's flirted with you too then.
I'm not saying don't take it personally, but also don't. Yeah, I don't think you needed to really take it personally.
Okay, all right, then I won't worry so much about it.
A lot to
Yeah, if you could
uncover
just keep
here
this-
and not worry about. Sorry to jump into this robust conversation.
I could go
here.
all day, Grant.
Me
all
too,
day.
but you know, there's a game show going on in the background.
No,
of
there's
this.
not. This is just the Tilda and Lucas ghost hunting show.
Folks,
now.
if we hit $2,000 tonight, we'll make a whole chat show. It's just these two talking about how haunted they are.
Haunted by love and poor decisions.
The title of my autobiography. Here we go. So, I'm gonna just assume these two have a great conversation into the night about ghosts and love and who has been hit on by Annabelle and who hasn't. And we're going to make a quick little roll here for your camp as we hit the quieter part of the evening. Wouldn't you know it? I rolled a 1. You're safe tonight from anything out there creeping in the woods. Aren't you lucky? But what isn't so fortunate is there is still a game for us to play, which means there is a challenge to be had. Let's bring back the Apodemus team here. You are all standing with one Chet Swiss. You see in front of you here nothing to indicate what the challenge is going to be, just an open field. You only note that you have been led a long way from home to be at this location. And Chet walks up to the 6 of you and says, everyone, you are getting your first look at the new Apodemus team. We are sad to report that David Evangelista has died.
Oh no.
Like fully
Not-
dead.
Fully
Wait,
dead.
Full-
What happened?
Oh, you know how the game can get sometimes.
No,
It
No,
is a
I
I
don't
don't.
think we
survival
do,
challenge.
actually. I really don't think. I feel like we thought we did, and now we're realizing we very much don't, because
Yeah.
there's 2 people missing, and now one is dead.
Well, we'll find the 2 people who are missing, but the other person might be harder to find, if you catch my meaning.
What is that?
Suffice it
What
to
does that
say,
mean?
David is no longer in the competition, and Team Apodemus is down to 2 players once again. So we figured, why don't we mix things up a little bit and do something we haven't done on Castaway before? Everyone, you've been given little indicators for what team you would be on when you first arrived at this competition. I'm gonna need you to drop those. We are doing a team swap.
What now?
that mean we
Do
get
you
money
know what
back?
you're doing?
Of course, our papers are in order.
Because wouldn't a swap just keep it the same numbers and we just swap mats?
Correct. We're going to even things out a little bit here. It'll now be 3 against 3 once again. And this time, instead of offering a sacrifice, it's going to be up to chance.
I'm concerned.
We will now be
You
randomly
do realize this is a
assigned-
mix-up, not a swap.
Sure, whatever you want
all
to
are
call it. To sleep better at
terrible
night.
at wording.
Yes, I feel like your semantics are terrible.
Fine. Team mix-up then.
I don't like how nonchalant you're being about this.
Let's keep things
Hey,
exciting
Chet.
in the audience. Yes.
I understand what you're trying to do, but I genuinely don't trust you at this point. There's 2 on there and there's 4 right here. I would like to offer myself up to go and join Nari and Jonathan and just make it easy for me.
I'll take that deal.
Thank
Annabelle-
you.
That's a thing that just happened.
That kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but
A
all right.
little bit.
She,
Yeah,
Annabelle
yesterday
turns.
we
She
talked
says,
about it. That was immediate.
That was so quick.
Mm-hmm.
it's more, I don't want to hear Chet talk no more. He's trying to make this a whole big deal when we can just make choices for ourselves. We do have that capacity. Lord gave us the ability to make choices.
Yeah, you can go.
But okay, Fabian,
County
Nari,
producers, will we
girl.
update the overlay to reflect our new teams then?
This is getting weirder and weirder.
Welcome
Hi,
to
Jonathan.
your new locations, everyone. Now, to make things easy for what you're seeing on your screen, the new team serve today is going to be Annabelle, Jonathan, and Nari. Kind of worked out nicely for us there, Nikki. Thanks for volunteering. The
Who's
new
Nikki?
team, whatever. The new the new team Apodemus consists of Finn, Lucas, and Tilda.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, then.
I can say
Probably
for certain
not
they got
good.
all their supplies last week. They don't have that surplus you enjoyed, though. Which will bring me to today's challenge. It's a Castaway classic, I'm afraid. This is going to be a little game we like to call Last Person Standing. Local legend states that the further you travel into the forest, the closer you get to the monster's domain. This week's challenge is simple. We're asking you to stand in an open clearing in the pitch dark and simply stay there for as long as you're mentally able. We may call out to you to tempt you with some small rewards during the course of the challenge. If you choose to accept them, you are out. If you decide you can't take the darkness anymore and instead would like to leave, you are out. The last person to have a person standing in the last team, a person standing in the dark will win immunity. However, whoever lasts the longest in the dark on the losing team will win individual immunity. So there's a lot to play for this week. Plain and simple, gang. Every round of this competition, I'm going to ask each of you to make a mental roll. If you beat the DV I'm asking for, you will be safe. You won't take a condition. If you fail, you do take a condition. You will tell me before every roll if you want to remain in the challenge or not. This could be for a variety of reasons. I might offer you a bonus. I might offer you something substantial. I might offer you nothing. You may simply choose to not want to die alone in the dark in the woods to become monster food. It's up to you whether you want to remain in or not. We will, of course, not step in if you're about to die. For those who are fans of the desert, you may recall we've lost a player to this very challenge before. Any questions?
Sorry,
No.
did you say monster food?
There might be a monster in the woods. The locals talk about some kind of legend or something. I don't know if I subscribe to it, but it's scary to think about, right?
Like a local monster like a jackalope, or local monster like
Oh, they say all kinds of things. Glowing red eyes, antlers, several arms, tentacles, big teeth. Oh, who's to say what's real and what isn't?
that sounds more along the lines of an eldritch horror, which has
I
me
don't like
very
that.
concerned, Grant.
They're just trying to scare us.
Sure. Yeah.
I think or Chet, I'm scared. But fine. I guess this is what we're doing.
Scared but fine is kind of what we aim for here at Castaway. And speaking of what we aim for here at Castaway, we have now crossed $1,500 donated to the National Immigration Defense Center. Thank you all for your generous donations. Before we even start this challenge, we're going to spin the wheel. Our shadow producers are spinning the damn thing. The wheel cannot kill a dead man, so we're not going to keep that particular roll. Annabelle, you have taken a condition, but I have good news for you. You're not dropping to a D4. You are increasing to a D8. You had 2 conditions healed.
Thank you, friends.
Boy, that's
Thank
gonna
you,
come
whoever
in
that
handy.
mass presenting person was that donated to me.
We can only assume. Any questions for last person standing? Great. Alrighty, I'm gonna just write a few things here down. Annabelle currently at a D8. You are now also on a team with Jonathan and Nari, who are also at D8s. Beautiful. Okay. First round is simple, folks. We're going to make a mental roll. You are now all alone by yourselves. No one can hear you scream here in the dark. You're going to make a mental roll to see if you can withstand what you're going through. The DV I'm looking for you to clear to start is a 10. Is anyone choosing to bow out of this roll?
No.
It's a no for Nari. And it sounds like everyone is in. All right, roll your mentals for me.
There it is.
Okay, you pass, Finn. 10 for Annabelle just makes it. 10 for Jonathan.
I will blow my +1s to get the 10.
Then you'll make it. Lucas.
11.
Tilda passes Lucas.
I'll utilize my composure to get me to 12.
See, it's not so bad out there. Everything's fine. Our papers are in order. The missing people will be found. We're going to make another mental roll. The DV to clear is 11 this time. Although, if you want to drop out, I would be willing to offer one healed condition. Not hearing any yeses. Okay. Roll your mentals for me.
8.
Okay. Nari, you're going to go down to a D6. 11, Finn. Just makes it. 11, Tilda. Beautiful.
Same.
11 for Jonathan.
I'm spending one of my +5s to make that an 11.
Okay. Thank you, gracious donors. And Lucas.
Using my composure once again to bring me right to 11.
Okay. Only person taking a condition that round is Nari. The new DV to clear is going to be a 12. And, I'm feeling kind of generous this round. If anybody wants to drop out, I have a special die I would give them for a one-time use if you're feeling particularly desperate. A one-time use, a D20, anybody?
I have to drop out.
All right, Nari, out. Anybody else? All righty. One person off of the new Servaday team, but Nari, you will be given a special advantage for dropping out. You, at any point during the game, may use a D20 to roll something one time. The rest of you roll mental. DV is 12. $12 for Finn. Oh, the sounds of dice clacking everywhere. I know it well.
Going to use my composure for 12.
Okay.
Gonna use my composure to bring me to 13.
Okay.
I'm using my +1 bonus to bring me to 12.
Everyone makes it that round. Look at that.
Do we
All
see
right.
each other?
No.
Okay.
You are all in your own individual clearing. It is pitch black. The only things you can hear are the animals and the snapping of twigs and what you could swear is a growl out there in the woods. All right, new mental roll. DV is 13 to clear. $14 for Finn.
I'm using my composure again to get there.
Do I see a shaking of the head for Tilda?
That's a 7.
Tilda, you go down to a D6.
That's a 6.
Lucas, you go down to a D6. All of you taking conditions are taking panic conditions as you sit there in the dark, wondering what could possibly be out there, if anything.
Oh, I hear something all right.
All right, we're going to have another round of these. The DV to clear is 14. Again, I'd be willing to heal a condition if you drop out.
I will be dropping.
Jonathan out, leaving only Annabelle on your team left, which means Annabelle, no matter what happens in this challenge, you have immunity on your team.
All right. Don't worry, y'all. I'll win for us.
Jonathan, you are up to a D10. Anybody else want to drop?
I only have a D6, but I'm not dropping out.
Okay. So be it. The DV to clear is 14. Roll your mentals for me.
I am going to use my +5 bonus that I have to call before I roll it.
Yep, that is right.
That's all I got, y'all. If it ain't hurting, it ain't burden. Okay.
So, quick above the table question: the
Yeah.
bonuses that we received privately, can we only use that once, or is that something we can use?
That is a one-time
As
use
long as
for each advantage.
Gotcha.
What was the DC?
14.
Oh, I made it with 15.
Look at that. Look at that. Annabelle, you get it?
Oh, excuse me. Wah! 7. I had to do math. 7. That's 12. Nope. 11. Plus 2. I'm using 2 plus 1s. That's a 13.
Total of 13. Looking for a 14 to beat.
That's not gonna do it.
Okay. You will go down to a D6. Lucas and Finn. Wowie.
Are those is the 2 on my thing correct? Do I have 2 plus 1s?
That should be.
Sweet.
Confirming in the info
that's
booth.
what's
Lucas, you currently have 0.
Okay, then I fail.
Lucas, you go down to a D4. Hanging on to your wit's end here, which would be a good time for me to mention that from this point forward, if you cannot physically hit the DV, you need to hit the highest number you can to succeed to successfully not take a condition. The Dex DV is 15, though. And I'm feeling nice. I'll heal 2 conditions if you drop out.
I'll
I'm
drop
gonna
out.
have to drop.
Yeah, I have to drop. All I got's a D6.
Well, then that settles it because Annabelle decided to drop, which means the new Team Apodemus of Finn, Lucas, and Tilda win immunity. Congratulations. It was... That's it for plants,
Taking birds and
the
ghosts.
Everyone come out of the forest. Team Apodemus, we have a special reward for you this week. You, my friends, are not going to have to worry about going back to camp and doing what you need to do. No, instead, you are going to spend a day at the Castaway Spa. You will each have 1 condition healed, an actual bed to sleep on. You will not have to forage and look for food. You can enjoy 1 night of rest, relaxation, and most importantly, to keep your mind off the game for 1 week only. You will be back here next week. Did you take a condition? Did you take a condition? No, then it won't. No, you saw it. Oh, I see what you're saying because you do technically. Yeah, no, that's how that works. Yeah, you're back to no conditions. I'll DM you. Thank you for asking. As for the new team Survey, Annabelle, Jonathan, and Nari, you will once again be heading to a vote tonight. And before we dismiss you all and do that here, I'm going to say for the sake of time here, we might fast forward a few things, but we have 1 piece of business to take care of from the beyond. As we head to the Castaway Spa, as you all have a condition healed, bumping you up to a D8, a D12, and a D6 respectively, Tilda, you find something in your quarters for the night. If we can bring you on to the confession cam, please. Tilda, on your nightstand in this room, this luxurious area where you've had time to rest and relax and take your mind off the game for a moment, there is a single glass of water that you did not put there, that you didn't see anyone put there at your nightstand.
Was somebody in my room?
As you ponder this question, was somebody in my room, voices begin to fill your mind and the room itself. They've been telling you the woods are haunted for some time now, that there could be monsters, specters, awful memories contained within. What they did not tell you is that in the woods, even in the sanctity of what is known as the Castaway Spa, the veil between life and death is tumultuously thin. And there are some spirits who have a lasting vendetta against this particular program, a vendetta that you will now be privy to. Leo, you're still in?
I'm still in.
Leo. Know your limits, Leo.
No. Sir, I really think you should drink some water. You look like you're about to die.
I don't have any other choice but to win.
Leo. Oh no.
Real. All right, the DV is 16. Leo, you have to roll a 4.
No, Leo. Leo.
You stand there, the moisture comes out of your body, nothing left to give. The punishing sun beating down on you all day, the evening taking its toll on you. You collapse onto the desert floor. A medic checks your pulse to find
Nothing there.
Leo.
you hear what was supposed to be the last moments of Leo, a contestant from Castaway the Desert, who died performing the very challenge you just survived. Your glass of water has vanished. You now see a single 6-sided die on top of the nightstand waiting for you. What this means for you, Gina, is at any point during this game, should you so need it, you may roll a d6 and add that number to a future roll.
Well,
Consider
thanks,
this a
Leo.
reward for rolling a 13 during a secrets phase.
Well, all right. Now tuck it in my vest pocket. Huh. Maybe the ghosts really are here after all.
Perhaps they are, after all. On that note, for the sake of time here, we will check in on our new unit next week for a dramatic vote and a change to the game. But suffice it to say, Annabelle, Nari, and Jonathan, you are not safe from your next vote. You will still have to survive the next night, and we will see if you are able to do so next week on Castaway the Woods. Let's bring everyone back on screen. Thank you, everyone, for an incredible week of Castaway here. We've had murder, we've had ghosts, we've had so many donations to the National Immigration Law Center. I am overjoyed to be here with you all tonight. Thank you for your generosity, for sticking with us all night, and for helping your favorites survive. Ava and Britt will be back with us next week. I received confirmations from the interns. We got them, boys. They will be back in their respective camps. They will participate in the various camp scenes. We'll apologize in advance for whoever wound up on Team Serve today. I think it's Britt. So we'll see you at that point. But for now, let's go ahead and see who's going to be winning our raffle prize here tonight. We have a beautiful sticker from our friends at Bad Heroes, every game a Ghost of Eli has ever made, and a custom art token from Trixie Wizard. So we're going to go ahead and spin our wheel from behind the scenes here and determine who that winner is going to be. Thank you, Sylvia. And while we're doing this, everyone just give a big round of applause to our producers here tonight. Jen for making all these new overlays on the fly. Jenny and Sylvia for tracking our donations all night and keeping the chat going. Let's see who wins our reward here tonight. I got it. That is going to our friend and season 2, the desert winner, Kenny. Kenny, I will be DMing you with the information for your prize. Thank you all again for donating this week. We will be back next week, same time, same Twitch channel, to see what happens on Cast Away the Woods. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you for a wonderful week.